Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So today is week 22. Today's lesson is about space exploration under the topic of cultural awareness. So today's lesson objectives, we have two. The first objective for today's lesson is to understand specific details, information in simple, longer texts. And the second objective for today is to read about the International Space Station, or the acronym stated here as ISS. So this is a few fun facts about the ISS, or the International Space Station. So this single unit of construction, it costs around 100 billion. And for information, this is the most single expensive thing in the world that human had ever built. So second fun fact about this ISS is that it has 6 sleeping quarters, 2 bathrooms, and also a gym. So a gym is very important to for the astronauts to keep their body fit. Okay. So what do you think would be the problem if they wash and eat inside the International Space Station? So these are a few type of food that they can bring and they can consume up in space. So they can eat peanuts, sandwiches, candies, brownies, lemonade, or chicken. So, if for information, they are not allowed to bring fresh fruits up into space because of the texture and also the the smell that they can produce. Okay, if they got rotten, all right. So I'm referring this to Paul's 2 book. You can turn to page 56. So we're going to listen to some audio. We're going to listen to an audio about a day in the life as an astronaut. Okay? So listen to this audio.
Unit 5, Cultural Awareness, Space Exploration, Exercise 2. A day in the life of an astronaut. Hi, I'm Serena Hughes, and I'm an American astronaut on the International Space Station. This is my day. 8 a.m. I wake up to the sound of one of my favorite songs. Mission Control Center in Houston plays a different song for each crew member every morning. 8:15 a.m., I get up and have a wash. We have to transport water from Earth to the space station. This means we can't have showers because they use too much water. If we use too much water for washing, we won't have enough to drink. 8:30 a.m. I have breakfast with the rest of the crew. Today it's pancakes. Usually I love pancakes, but nothing tastes very nice in space. 9 a.m. I try to fly to my workstation to switch on my computer. Everyone is weightless in space because there is no gravity, so moving around is difficult. 1 p.m. It's lunchtime and I'm hungry. I'd love some fresh fruit, but it isn't allowed. If someone eats a banana, the whole space station will smell of bananas. 2 p.m. Now it's time for some housework. In space, we have to take the rubbish out, just like we do at home. We load it into a spacecraft, which will take it down to Earth. 3 p.m. I spend half an hour on the exercise bike. You don't use your muscles in space because everything is weightless. If I don't do daily exercise, my body will become very weak. 4 p.m. I go to the laboratory to check on an experiment we're doing. We're trying to see if we can grow vegetables in space. 7 p.m. I have dinner. Then I send some emails to my friends and family on Earth. They'll worry about me if they don't hear from me. 10 p.m. It's bedtime. I get into my sleeping bag and lie down in my little cabin. There will be another day in space tomorrow.
Okay, right. This is a pretty interesting diary of an astronaut up in space. So, as you can see here, this is called the spacesuit. Okay, now spacesuit has to be designed in such a particular way and a very intricate design so that it can withstand pressure from the outer space when they are doing spacewalk. And then this suit is very expensive because the material they design and to build this particular spacesuit is in a very high quality. Okay, not to mention they have to carry a certain amount of supplies, oxygen supplies, and also some tools for them to use to do some outside work from the space. So when they are spacewalking, they have to wear this suit. This is to protect them from any pressurized environment outside from the space. So let's look at this exercise here. We have read this blog post, and then please answer these questions now. This time around, we are going to answer this question together. But before that, look at this picture here. This is called the rocket launching. This is called the rocket launching. So this rocket will propel up into the air, and then it will go to up in the space within minutes or within seconds. All right, this is a very high velocity or high speed rocket launcher. Okay, so look at question number 1 here. Why is difficult to get from one place to another inside the space station? So look at the text again here. Why it is difficult? Because it has no gravity. Am I correct? Because everyone is weightless, and then there is no gravity up in space. So that's why they are very difficult to move around inside the International Space Station. Okay, second questions. Why there is no weight? Because there's no gravity, so we can float around the International Space Station. Number 2, where do astronauts send their rubbish? So this is, let's look at the text again. So how do they collect rubbish? So they will collect rubbish, and then they have to load into a spacecraft, and then they will take it down to Earth. So that's how they do it. Okay, you can't just simply throw rubbish outside the space station, because it might hurt the space, and also there is some kind of contamination. Why does Serena do exercise? So if she doesn't do daily exercise, her body will become very weak. So that is the answer. You can find the answer here under 3 p.m. Diary. The time here is 3 p.m. here. So if I do not do daily exercise, my body will become very weak. So that is the reason why Serena has to do some exercises, daily exercises. And then how does Serena communicate with people she knows on Earth? So this is very simple. She emails them. Okay, she emails them. Who are them here? So them here is referring to the family, friends that Serena has on Earth. Okay, so this is how she communicates with her family and friends. Okay, class. So this is the exercise we have here today in this pulse book, and then we are going to continue the discussion with your own English teacher. So for that, we are going to look at some. We're going to look at the homework today. So look at these two kid brothers here. So what they're looking at here. So what do you see, dude? It's our homework, OMG Workbook. Now you have to turn to page 64 for your homework. Okay, you have to turn to page 64 for your homework. This is a follow-up activity, and we are going to discuss this in your next class. All right? Okay, so please turn to page 64 for your OMG homework, and you have to do this exercise. Okay, so that is my sharing session for today, and thank you for attending my session today, class. Goodbye.